never before. And I wish you all the love in the world, but most of all, I wish it from myself. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Like never before. Like never before.
Well, I'd like to welcome all of you here to this service for Sybil Carey. I'm Pastor Ty Guy. I'm the pastor here at South Shores. We're honored that this service is here. She was a regular around here, and we loved her dearly. And you loved her. That's why you're here. You're not here just because she died. You're here because she lived. And she touched your life. In fact, let's do a little survey. Who here had at least one haircut from Sybil? Yeah. She made all of you look good. Right? And so we've lost a great friend and an encouragement in our lives, and we look forward to seeing her again in heaven. Let me read as we begin Psalm 23, which of course is famous, but I want to read it from the New Living Testament version as we begin. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along right paths, bringing honor to His name. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. You honor me by anointing my head with oil. My cup overflows with blessings. Surely your goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever. It is good you are here. We are going to celebrate her life. What I want you to do is just relax and act like you own the place. All right? We're going to have the service in here, then we'll go next door for the reception. And we just want you to get to reunite, reconnect with friends, and to thank the Lord for Sybil's life. Let's pause and pray and do that together. Dear God, we pray that you'd be here among us in your own special way, that you would touch our hearts, bring us comfort. We certainly feel that Sybil has left us all too soon. And we thank you that she is in your arms and in your presence today. And from that we take comfort. So comfort our hearts as we tell her story. May it not just be that she was a wonderful person, but may we choose to emulate some of the same qualities of caring and compassion and listening and being actively engaged and making people better because their life touched ours. Thank you for her, and we praise you in your holy name. Amen.
Hello, my name's Robert Perry, and I was the minister of music here for 35 years. Mark, where is Mark? I saw you come in there. And Mark sang in a choir for many of those years, and we knew Sybil and Mark for all of those years. And one of the things they did as a family, whenever they heard Louis Armstrong sing on radio or CD or anything, sing What a Wonderful World, the whole family would do it karaoke style. It was one of Sybil's favorite fun songs. We're going to do it karaoke style. So Louis Armstrong's not leading us. I will lead you, but please help and sing with me. Okay, I'm watching you. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful. You guys sound great. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Now here's the tough part. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are all on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I wish them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And then there's a tag at the end. Do you remember what happens? Oh, yeah.
Sharing. Okay, thank you. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming together today to celebrate the life of our beautiful sister, Sybil Marie Carey. My name is Margot. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the youngest sister, and I'm very honored to share a few words with you and pay tribute to my incredible sister, this lady who means so much to all of us and who has touched all of our lives with her love. I'm sorry, I have to read it. She was the brains and beauty. I have to read this, okay? Sybil was a woman of extraordinary beauty, professionalism, and vibrant, positive energy. She was a beautiful soul, inside and out. Sorry to repeat it. Her smile was infectious. Her presence lit up every room. She would greet you with a smile no matter where she was and no matter what. Then she would immediately start to analyze your hair. My son typed this up for me. She was the kindest, most warm-hearted woman and always, always genuinely giving. She had your back, looking out for you, and she was willing to help you in any way she could. Sybil had a way of making everyone feel special and seen. She made you feel like the most important person in the world when talking to her. She had a great life. Although we know how busy a life she led, always on the go, between work, family ties, maintaining that gorgeous home, and the yard that's like a nursery, and your neighbors too. Anyway, let me not get distracted here. She had a way of making everyone feel special and seen. She made you feel like the most important person in the world when talking to her. She had a great life. We know how busy she was, always on the go between work, family, and maintaining her gorgeous home. She couldn't sit still. We were close, though. We kept in touch through frequent texting, and, we needed our sister downtime every now and then, but we still look forward to her phone calls. I mean, she made you feel special even over the phone. So she's very active, you know that, walking the Strand, beach people, or taking her walks with a ranger, the dog, to the bluff. That's when she often made her phone calls. And I could just hear the smile in her voice when she'd call. She's saying, "Hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. It's your sister Sybil." As if we didn't know who she was. Or she'd say, "When are you coming down to the beach? It's so beautiful today." She always had that energy. She'd extend an open invitation to the home, her house, whether she was going to be there or not, okay? She's off to Hawaii or Lake Arrowhead, whatever. Just come over. Doors open. She never had, I don't know, do you guys ever lock your doors? There are people in and out of there all the time. I would hate to go over and have my hair done because she'd always have company. And I'm going, "Are you having company then?" No. But anyway, that wasn't written in here either. I'm sorry. I just love her. But she'd invite you to her house, whether or not she was going to be there. That's how giving she was. She's just a beautiful woman. And yes, her sweet voice will be missed and echoed in our hearts and minds forever. Sybil was a master of her craft, an excellent colorist and stylist. She exceeded at making her clients comfortable, cared for, and listened to. And we can all attend to that. I saw those hands. She was a talented beauty artist. Her clients became her friends, and her friends became her family. And family was everything to Sybil. Her family was her greatest pride and joy. She shared, I'll give you, Mark, 60-something glorious years, because they were married. She married the love of her life, Mark, for 58 years for sure. But they were together. Together they raised 3 wonderful children, repeated again, and was doubly blessed, becoming a loving nana to the 6 grandchildren who she loved and adored. And one of my favorite memories of Sybil was during our last visit together. She had just gotten home from the hospital, and despite the challenges and the hospital stay, the struggles, that she faced with her cognitive skills, she was in good spirits and she looked good. And that's thanks to you guys. And I want you to know that we appreciate all that you did, because you did do everything, okay? So everyone appreciates everything you did, okay? It was instilled in you from her. Anyway, we were excited. We were going to be able to see each other and enjoy lunch in her home together. Thanks to Lisa, she set us up. So when I arrived, Sybil stood up and she greeted me with that little signature smile, and we were happy. We were hugging and kissing, and arm's distance away like this. I noticed that twinkle in her eye. And she immediately began staring at the top of my head. Don't look at it right now. And I said, "Oh, no, you didn't." Even in her silence, okay, we realized she couldn't resist the urge to fuss over hair. I mean, she did. It was crazy. So we both laughed. It was a total Sybil moment. Always the perfectionist, full of energy and looking to make things more beautiful. She was just being our Sybil. Today would be her 81st birthday. I didn't know if you guys touched on that or not. So happy heavenly birthday, my love. We love you and we will miss you. And I want to share one more little thing, okay? I love this. It's a poem for my big sister. You showed me a lot of things. I learned a lot I didn't know. But you forgot to teach me one last thing, how to let you go. I know you didn't mean to leave me. Sometimes we have no choice. I miss being your little sister, hearing my name called by your voice. I wish I got to say I love you before you were given to the sky. If God could grant me one last wish, I'd ask to say goodbye again. You always meant a lot to me. I could never love you less. I know it's true when they say he only takes the best. And I think that's all I can say right now. That's about it. Okay, is Stephanie here? She's not here, is she? I had another quote, but I don't want to cry anymore. We'll miss her. We love her. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, Steph, come on up here. Come on up. Love you guys. We love her. Everybody loved her. Oh, Steph came all the way from Oak Park, Illinois. Good girl. Okay. How are you? Good to see you. I won't cry.
I brought my son with me to help me get through this. I almost wasn't going to come up at all, but since I have Brandon here with me, I'll do my best, and I have him as a good backup. Happy birthday, Sybil. Your 81st birthday, heavenly birthday. Let's celebrate her life today. Nearly 50 years ago, Sybil and I were both young, expectant mothers filled with dreams, our hearts filled with joy and excitement as parents with full and exciting lives ahead of us. We were more than just mothers. We were each other's lifelines. John and I first met Mark and Sybil even before Brandon and Lisa were born. Allison was a toddler, Jason just a twinkle. We shared holidays, weddings, birthdays, trips to Paris, the Mediterranean, Caribbean cruises, our impromptu flights to Las Vegas, houseboating on Lake Powell every year topped the year before. We skied the peaks, sailed the seas, even hot air ballooning or rafting down the Colorado, and touring through the Rockies in a motorhome. We enjoyed the sunsets on the bluff with cocktails and appetizers, walks on the beach, music in the park, backgammon tournaments, years of sand dollar events. Those were the best days, hard to beat. Many of you sitting here today were probably right along with us, creating the memories we are remembering today. In her own family, Sybil's love was the foundation which so much was built. Mark was her partner in every sense. Through all of the ups and downs and joys and muddles of life, together they raised 3 wonderful children, Allison, Lisa, and Jason. Each of them carries a part of Sybil's spirit, her resilience, her warmth, and her wisdom. And then came the 6 lucky souls who knew what it means to be loved unconditionally by a grandmother who adored them beyond measure. To them, she wasn't just Nana. She was a storyteller, a cheerleader, a teacher, and always a safe place to land. Most everyone in the community has sat in Sybil's chair, at least once, as we already have learned. And for many, it wasn't just about hair or color. It was the conversation, the laughter, the quiet support, and the connection she made with everyone who sat in her chair. She was a calming soul and comforting friend, an artist with confidence, identity, and trust. It was about the way she made people feel special, important, beautiful. Sybil was a rock, a matriarch in the truest, most beautiful sense. She didn't demand respect, she earned it through the life she lived and the love she gave. She made holidays magical, family dinners meaningful, friends always welcome, and all the everyday moments feel special. Every room she entered, she shone brightly, not in a garish way, but in the kind of effortless grace and confidence that made you feel lucky just to be around her. She had the rare combination of charm, warmth, wit, and style. The world seems a little less dim, a little quieter, less beautiful and bright, but the memories, they will live on. 50 years, a lifetime, and still not enough. But I am grateful for every moment, every memory, every smile, and I will carry her in my heart always. There's only one Sybil, and everyone knew that. She will be missed. And I made it. And thank you.
Okay, please bear with me. I'm gonna try to get through it. They say the first year is the year of firsts. So today, I'm wishing my mom a happy heavenly birthday. How lucky we were that you were our mom. You loved and lived life to the fullest. You cared as much as humanly possible as a mother could care. You gave all of yourself all the time, and because of this, we were spoiled with so much. You gave us a beautiful home, a safe neighborhood, the wish of a Christmas list favorite toy, the matching handmade Easter dresses, the most delicious French-inspired dinner sitting at the prettiest seasonal table setting, the perfect hair color, match, and styling, the desire of the most flattering outfit, warmth with the softest bedding, curiosity of a new experience, fun playing games, especially tile rummy, a master of many things, laundry stains being at the top. A teacher of passing on traditions, thoughtful with every toast before a meal, physically strong with each walk we went on, a nurturer to animals, especially Ranger, trustworthy as she held your secrets, compassionate as she listened to each story, caring as she offered you advice. She was healthy when picking out the most right piece of fruit, and she really had a knack for really finding the perfect fruit. Cheerful at every game and for our next win, supportive of every goal you tried to meet, volunteered her time to those in need, generous with sharing her hard-earned wealth, showed kindness to strangers, persevered through challenging times. She listened to every detail of our lives. And we know she was late to arrive because she was so busy filling up every moment. Spiritual with every prayer she said for you, excited to hear a favorite song and dance in celebration, hostess with an open door to gather, genuinely wanting the best for everyone, proud of each child born, hopeful for the future, grateful for every chance to be together, positive with all that came next in life, peaceful when sitting next to you watching the sunset. She was an angel on earth. All of her ways of living were her way of loving. She was alive with all of her being and loved with every inch of her heart. Even though she never won the lottery, she knew she was a winner with the life she had built of family and friends. I am forever grateful for the mother and best friend I have in you. We love you so much, Mom. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for coming out to support and be here for the Carey family. I want to share something with you guys, and I just want you all to know that Mom wanted everyone to be happy. She just wanted you guys to enjoy your life, and she would give whatever she could to help us. And she's still with all of us. Sybil was truly exceptional, a radiant soul whose light and love touched everyone she knew. She had an extraordinary gift of making everyone feel loved and truly cared for. She showered us with affection and supported every aspect of our lives, always cheering us on and wanting the best for us. And if there was anything she could do to help, she did it, without hesitation and always from the heart. Sybil lived for her family. She was always tuned in, genuinely asking how we were doing, how the kids were doing, and always reminding us how loved we were. She was proud of her family and couldn't wait to celebrate the next chapters of our lives. She taught us to cherish our time together and never take the gift of family for granted. Sybil always offered her healing energy, whether through a warm hug, her comforting words, or simply her presence. She gave her full heart. Her love was unconditional and always present when you needed her. She touched the lives of so many with her generous, kind spirit and made everyone feel like family. Our home on Cockleshell was the heartbeat of that love, a hub of good times and shared memories with family and friends. She set the most beautiful tables, cooked the most incredible meals, and made sure everyone had enough before serving herself. But dinner just wasn't about the food, it was about the connection. We gathered around that dining room table, shared decades of life stories, laughs, memories, and dreams for the future. She was the heart of those moments. Some of our best memories were made after long summer beach days at Strands, jumping in the jacuzzi, Dad at the barbecue, Mom setting the table, and James Taylor flowing throughout the speakers. Those are memories we will never forget. From Thanksgiving in Arrowhead to 4th of July on the shores, we've cherished those family traditions and relived those memories since we were kids. As years went by, we had children of our own, and the foundation of our family only grew stronger, bringing us closer and wanting to spend more time together. Her love for her husband, children, and grandchildren was eternal. She gave her full heart her entire life. She made each of us feel like the most important person in the world. And Mom and Dad welcomed everyone into our home. Our door was always open, and it always will be. They loved hosting gatherings for any occasion, filling our home with laughter, stories, and warmth that made everyone feel closer. For over 50 years, from diapers to dinner parties, that house became our sanctuary, a place where beautiful memories were made together. And boy, did she love to cook. Nana's famous banana pancakes. Taco night was always a family favorite. Sunday brunches with stangettes and mimosas, and her French pepper steaks were always a delicacy and cooked to perfection. Everything she did, especially her cooking, was infused with love. She always gave her best in everything she did. She never stopped caring and never stopped giving. That's where Sybil's light truly shined. Her nurturing spirit and motherly instinct extended far beyond her family. Caring for others wasn't something that she did, it was who she was. She played the lotto for years, always hoping to buy each of us our dream home and retire, but we always told her, "Mom, you've already won the lotto with family." We knew how special our Carey family bond was, and we never took it for granted. We cherished our time together, recognizing that what we shared was rare and genuine. And our love for family, this closeness, is her greatest legacy. And it will continue to guide us and keep us together. She always said it's all about family, and she lived those words every day. We miss her more than words can express. Her love, her smile, her energy, the way she made everyone feel so soothing. We miss her saying, "Hi, sweetheart," in her soft, comforting way. Losing her love and presence is a heartbreak that will take a lifetime to heal. But even in our grief, we find comfort in knowing just how incredibly lucky we were to have been loved by her so deeply, so unconditionally, every step of the way. Sybil planted strong roots within our family and in our friendships. And from those roots grew our stories, our love, and our connections. And they will continue to grow, carrying her spirit forward in the way we live and care for each other. So today and always, let's honor her by living as she did. Let's love big, be generous, be kind, be present, and cherish our time here together, because it can all be taken from us in a heartbeat. Let's please pause for a moment and close our eyes. Picture her smile. Feel her love and her energy. Hold on to that and never let it go. Thank you for taking that. Sybil's beautiful, endless love will always be with us, and we will carry on with her spirit in our hearts. We love you, Mom. Happy heavenly birthday. Thank you.
It mentions that Sybil loved all types of music, and Mark loved especially classical music. And one of his favorites, and Sybil's and the family's, is "Sheep May Safely Graze" by Johann Sebastian Bach. And Teresa and Beth are going to play an arrangement of that for you.
that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Unforgettable in every way, and forevermore, that's how you stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Longer than there've been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. Stronger than any mountain cathedral, truer than any tree ever grew, deeper than any forest primeval. I am in love with you. I'll bring fire in the winters, you'll send showers in the springs. We'll fly through the falls and summers with love on our wings. Through the years, as the fire starts to mellow, burning lines in the book of our lives, though the binding cracks and the pages start to yellow, I'll be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. place in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. I am in love with you.
Never close your eyes, never stop and listen, never feel alive, and you're nothing missing. You don't need a reason, let the day go on and on. Let the rain fall down everywhere around you, give into it now, let the day surround you. You don't need a reason, let the rain go on and on. Only take the time from the helter-skelter. Every day you fall, everything's in kilter. You don't need a reason, let the day go on and on. Every summer song, every winter evening, every spring to come, every autumn evening. You don't need a reason, let it all go on and on.
Just call up my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yes, I will see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, yeah. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, ain't it good to know you've got a friend when people can be so cold. They'll hurt you and desert you. Well, they'll take your soul if you let them. Oh yeah, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Oh baby, don't you know about winter, spring, summer, or fall? Hey, now all you've got to do is call. Lord, I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend, yeah. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Oh yeah, yeah, you've got a friend.
So what was she doing right there at the end? Was she texting while she was driving? What? Okay, who learned something new seeing the pictures of Sybil's life? You go, oh, I didn't know that. That was good. You know, you all did a beautiful job telling her story and then getting to see it in the pictures. There's one thing I wanted to take a little bit of exception to, and that is several times we said we were lucky to get to be with her. And I'd like to suggest there's an invisible hand behind it. You weren't lucky. If you got to know Sybil, you were blessed. Right? It was a blessing from God. And when I shared with her family as we sat and talked, they mentioned several scriptures that typify her life. Listen, like this. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It's not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It's not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. A little later in that same book, Paul wrote, let all that you do be done in love. In Colossians 3, it says, put on then, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, patience, bearing with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, as the Lord has forgiven you. So you also must forgive. And above all these things, put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in one body, and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness in your heart to God. And whatever you do in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. There's a recurring theme in these verses and in Sybil's life. Live a life of love. And it's good, just not for her, but for all of us as well, to choose to live a life of love. And it's a choice. You know, it said in this passage twice, put this on, put this on. Now, I don't know about you, but most of us went to a closet today to get something on to wear to this service. I'm guessing most of the men had one outfit, one costume that they could wear to something like this. They didn't have a lot of thinking to do about it. They just get in the closet, make sure you got it on and ready. The rest of you stood in front of the closet wondering, what am I going to wear today? And you had all different kinds of things to pick from, and you had to make a choice. And Paul is saying, you and I have the same with our attitude. We can choose. Put on love. Put on humility and kindness and patience and understanding. And Sybil did that. She was a blessing. General William Booth was the founder of the Salvation Army, and now to my knowledge, Sybil was never part of the Salvation Army. But her life bore one astounding similarity to those soldiers and adherents who loved the Lord. Near the end of his life, William Booth was going to attend the Salvation Army's annual convention and bring the concluding remarks. And he was getting along in years, and his health wasn't very good. And so he had to decline at the last second. So they said, well, would you please send us the text for your speech, and we will read it to the audience. So when it arrived by telegram, the person got up to read it, opened the telegram to find out there was only one word for the entire speech. Others. Others. Sybil focused her life on others. Just like William Booth, just like Jesus did. I mean, Sybil had heard about Jesus as a young person in Catholic schools and probably at home. And I know a lot of religious people are really good at guilt. And Jesus is not about religion. He's about a relationship. Jesus said, I stand at the door and I knock on your heart. If you hear his voice, you hear the knock, and you open the door, he said, I'll come in. I will sit down with you. We'll eat together. We'll talk together. We'll have a conversation together. And we will deepen or begin a relationship. He wants that from you. He's not going to insist on it or force his way in or twist your arm. But he loves you, and he wants a relationship with you. And just like Jesus, if you knocked on Sybil's door, within seconds, this happened to me, I'm sure it happened to you, you'd be welcomed in, seated, treated like a VIP, given something to eat. She'd give you eye contact, she'd ask you a question, and she would listen, really listen. And then she'd remember what you told her. Now, when I met with those who know and love Sybil the best, her family referenced her familiarity with the Serenity Prayer. And to my knowledge, Sybil was never a participant in any AA meetings where this prayer is shared often, but she resonated with its sentiment. And most people only know the first half of the prayer. So I'm going to close our service today by reading the entire prayer as part of our tribute to say thank you to God for Sybil. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as he did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever and ever in the next. Amen. We have two closing songs, so why don't we listen to the first one, and then when the second one starts, let's let the family lead us out of here and then over to the next building. Okay? All right, so just relax and enjoy the music. It's her favorites, and so we'll listen to one and then we'll go out on the next one.
far